Hey, everybody. It's Tara Bryan, and you are listening to the Course Building Secrets podcast. Hello, everyone. So, I just got back from a live event in Park City, Utah, and let me tell you, Park City is gorgeous. If you have never been, you've got to make time to go. It is amazing. The fall colors were going on. We got a little snow. We did a little rain hiking. It was great. But I want to share with you just a couple of insights that I got from this event because I think that they're so powerful. One main concept that they were talking about, and this was actually at another conference I was recently at as well, was really about finding your purpose, finding your sort of core reason for what you do, and sort of that driving need for why you have started your own business, why you show up and serve people, why even in times where you're struggling to maybe get new clients or get things done or get traction in one way, shape, or form, that you persevere and you keep going. And it's really about understanding that bigger why. Why are you here? Why do you do what you do? And having that burning desire that Napoleon Hill talks about in Think and Grow Rich. What is that burning desire? What keeps you going even when things aren't exactly going your way? Because I got to tell you, there's been some times this past year where I really struggled to figure out, some different parts of the business as I'm shifting and growing and pivoting and doing different things. And, without a clear why, I could see how it'd be easy to just walk away, to just say, you know what, it's not working, it's not, things are more difficult than they need to be. But the thing is, I have such a clear why, I have such a clear reason why I feel called to help people, and it's really to help people get out of the trap of having to work every single or get paid for every single hour they work, right? Like, I want people to learn that they can actually increase the amount of money they produce, wealth that they're being able to amass, and different things like that, based on being able to package what they do in a way that allows them to maximize their potential and make a big income without working hours for dollars. And if you've been listening to this podcast, it's the solution to that is to package your expertise into an online program, an online course. And so that's what we talk about so much in this podcast and Learn Academy and all of the different things I'm a part of. But that calling is so strong for me. I have this passion for helping business owners and coaches and consultants be able to do that, because I tell you what, I've been there. I've been stressed out. I've been burnt out. I've been in that place where I really wanted to do the work. I loved who I served, but I didn't have enough hours in my day. So I just feel so passionate that through technology, through automation, through online programs, and packaging what you do, you really can have a different life. You can have a different lifestyle. You can do the things that you want to do and serve the people that you want to serve. But there are times when, like I said, it's challenging. So I think about, what is it about me that keeps going? Why do I keep going? How is it that I have that sort of burning desire to just keep going even when things get difficult? And I will tell you that because I have that big why, because I have that sort of desire to help, that's what keeps me going. And a little bit of probably stubbornness and tenacity in there as well. But it's what gets me through those times. So I want to, one of the speakers at this event was talking about a situation that he had when he was younger that really gave him the discipline to keep going when he was, professional and an adult, really going through the process of transforming the way that he was showing up in his business. And And so I want to tell that story today, about my journey through that, when I was younger, and some of the lessons that it taught me. And I don't really talk about this very often, but I feel like it's a really good example of how to keep going despite the obstacles that come up. And so when I was younger, I had, well, I still have it, but when I was younger, I had extra bones in my feet, which sounds odd, and no arch. And so what that means is, as a kid, I could never do sports. I could never go to dance classes like my friends. I could never do the things that I wanted to do, my body wanted to do, because whenever I would do anything, my feet would swell up and I would be in a ton of pain, and I really, just I couldn't do it, and so obviously, that wasn't okay with me, because I love to be active. I love being an athlete. I love being, someone who is, takes care of myself, takes care of my body, and moves. In fact, I was recently on a podcast where we talked all about that, right? So for me now, I'm going to give away some of the ending, but like now, as a runner, it is my primary place where I, can just regroup and get ideas, and a lot of times it's, a huge stress reliever for me to be able to do that. I can't even imagine not having it. But back then, it was so frustrating every single day. I remember I think when you're in fifth grade, you run like the 100-yard dash, right? I think that it was then, and running hurdles in fifth grade, and I just remember trying so hard to run, and I was last, and I was in so much pain as I was running around this circle. If you remember that when you were younger, that field that seems like it goes forever. I just remember being so defeated and being frustrated that I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I couldn't be, that, like my friends who were in sports or who were in, doing different things. And it really defined a huge piece of me as I was going through that. So, kind of fast forward, I had an operation to try and fix it. So I was in 2 casts up to my knees in a wheelchair in like middle school, which was good and bad, right? The good part was that I got out of class 10 minutes early. So everybody wanted to walk me to my next class. So they got out of class early as well. So for a little while, I was like very cool. But overall, it was, of course, being in 2 casts up to your knees, you can't really do much. And so I went through that, and didn't really work. It didn't fix the problem. But I got to a certain place in in high school, and then outside of high school, where I thought, you know what, I don't care that my feet hurt. I'm going to go and do it anyway. I am going to work through the pain and see if I can't get my body to not so much heal on its own, but kind of get it through that particular place. And then from there, I proceeded to run multiple marathons, half marathons, 5Ks, all sorts of different things, and really sort of went beyond the limitation, right? I just persevered. I had the tenacity to just keep going. I would ice, and I would do ibuprofen, and I would just keep going. And now, as an adult, it's not a limiting part of my life. It's not something that is something that holds me back. And I think the reason for this, and the reason I'm telling you this long drawn out story, is really I had an identity of being an athlete. I had a vision that I could do those things, and then I just dug in and kept practicing it and kept doing it until the pain lessened, or I got used to the pain, but the pain lessened, and then I was able to continue training, continue moving forward, continue to find different techniques and different things that would help me, right? So for example, I got specially made orthotics. I have special shoes that I wear, right? So I spend a lot of money on that stuff, but it's a tool that enables me to be able to do what I do. And so to me, it's such a great example that I'd never even really thought of before. But again, like I said, this gentleman was talking about his similar experience, but it was a great example of, sort of the way that I deal with every obstacle that I have, even if it seems like it's insurmountable and it's something that I'll never be able to do differently, is I decide, okay, who do I want to be? I am a runner, so how do I become a runner? And for me, that meant I needed to start running. I needed to start figuring out how I could step into that and get to that place where my identity, my need to do the thing was more powerful than the pain, more powerful than just staying with the limitations that I was given. And so my message to you today, and this is a little bit of a different thing, right? It's not necessarily a course building tip, but my message for you today is, what is that big why that you have that helps you move forward even if things are difficult, or even if things seem impossible, or if they're not going exactly how you have planned, or they're slower or they're faster, or whatever the thing is that you are kind of leaning into right now. What is that bigger driver, that bigger vision that you have for what you do that will help you get to the other side when you do that? And then see if you can really visualize it. See if you can, change your mind, change your identity to dig in and make it happen. Because that's where the power comes in, is when it gets difficult, how do you keep going? How do you keep moving through? And remember that, a lot of times you can change your reality just by taking those active steps forward. Now, I didn't go straight from not being able to jump or run or, walk without pain to running a marathon, right? Like, you don't necessarily do that, right? But I took, little tiny steps until I was able to take bigger steps, because as I took the small steps, then they led to a 5K, then they led to a 10K, then they led to a half marathon, and then eventually they led to a full marathon, right? So you take the different steps that you need to get to your bigger goal, and don't stress out about just going from zero to the big goal, right? Like, just find the steps that allow you to get there, and then, nurture and deal with the obstacles that are going to come up along the path, because they're going to come up. There are things that are hard. There were days I couldn't walk because I was in so much pain. I could have stopped and I could have said, nope, I can't do it. This isn't for me. Or I could have done what I did, which was, okay, I'm going to rest today, and then tomorrow I'm going to try it again. I'm going to go a little bit farther. And then, by doing that, I became a marathoner. And, that's the only thing I can think of that that got me through all of that, was really, I just had a bigger vision. I had a bigger dream for what my life was going to be like, and it wasn't going to be without, not being an athlete, not being somebody who was active and healthy and powerful in my own body. And so think about that today as you are really dialing in and thinking about your goals for the next couple of weeks, couple of months, and how you are achieving your big goal, or even defining your big goal, right? Like, if you have that clear purpose, that clear vision, it's so much easier to know the path and stay on the path that you are trying to go. So there you go. There is my course building secret tip for the day. And if this story resonates with you, if there's something that you've been through in your life where you were like, no, I'm just going to keep moving forward until I achieve that goal, that vision that I have, I would love to hear about it. I think it's fascinating when you think about, the people like us who can go out and create our own future and really take the steps to do that, and the tools and strategies that you have to do that. So I would love to hear your story if you have one that you want to share, or if it's a flip side and you're like, oh, I'm struggling, I don't know how to keep going when I'm just not achieving that big dream that I have. Reach out to me. I would love to talk to you about it, and help out in any way that I possibly can. All right. In the meantime, go check out the show notes to find out more information about the books that I mentioned today and any other information that will be valuable to you. All right. There you go. Have a great day.
Hey, everybody. Are you a business owner ready to streamline and scale your business? Imagine solving the biggest business challenges with clarity, a strategy, and a clear plan. Hey, I'm Tara Bryan, and I want to invite you to take the first step towards transforming your business with a free 30-minute discovery call. This call is an opportunity to discuss your goals, identify key challenges, and learn how my mentorship program can help you achieve the success you're aiming for. In just a half hour, we'll explore how you can scale your business by enhancing your authority strategy, engagement strategy, and retention strategy. You'll get personalized advice and a clear path forward. Ready to take the first step? Click on the link below that's in the show notes to book your free discovery call now. I hope to talk to you soon.